Hey pals, it's Jennifer Burke at Mighty Marketing Mojo, and I'm here with a short, quick little tech tip to give you 5 tools that are free that let you record and screen share your screen if you want to do quick tips or tutorials for your own customers or clients. And the first tip and tool is that I'm using Zoom to do this. I have other software. I even have some paid software that could screen capture and share. And like I said, I'm going to give you 5 that are free. And the first one is Zoom. With a free Zoom account, not only can you have unlimited one-to-one video calls and up to 40 minutes with a group, you can record your own screen like I'm doing right now locally to your computer. I'm here in the screen sharing tutorials within Zoom because they've lots of additional tips on how you can get the most out of sharing your screen. How you can share a PowerPoint. I've done that for tutorial videos. Sharing the remote whiteboard, the virtual whiteboard that you can draw on, that you can have your picture show up next to what you are recording. My camera's not even actually on right now. You're just getting me with a voiceover doing this. That there are annotation tools so that, for example, I can turn on the spotlight and you get this red clicker on my mouse so that you can follow what's going on the screen. And while I have and have used the 4 other tools that I'm going to mention, Loom, what was known as Jing, and Screencast-o-Matic, plus the built-in tool to Windows 10, when I need to do a video tutorial, when I need to capture my screen on video and share something for a course with clients, 9 times out of 10, I get Zoom because it's already sitting there ready to go on my laptop, and it's my favorite software for doing just about everything. But let's go check out some of those other tools. So this is TechSmith. TechSmith is the people who make Snagit. I paid for Snagit, got it for 25 bucks years ago. It's a great tool for making much better screen capture pictures and videos as well. But I have Zoom, and Zoom's even easier. They also have what's known as a very lightweight and free program. It was called Jing. Jing now has a new name. You see it's TechSmith Capture. They created new software because Adobe is ending support for Flash, and Jing had been built basically around the Flash software. But they recognized that they wanted to keep a free screen capturing video software available for lots of people in education and otherwise. The trick with Jing is that it sends your videos into the cloud. You basically get signed up for a Screencast account. Screencast is also by TechSmith, and that's where it saves your cloud recordings, which makes it pretty easy to share in an email, social media, something like that. But you can't download them to edit them in additional software. You'd have to have one of their paid tools. But Jing is easy and lightweight, and I noticed that I don't actually have the new version of TechSmith Tech Capture on my computer, so I'm going to download it and then show it to you on my computer later on.
So I'm actually using TechSmith's Capture right now because it was still sitting there in my menu, and it's recording the progress that was happening as my Zoom video was converting its local recording onto my computer. And when it opened up, it gave me the option, did I want the static, take a picture, or did I want to turn it on to video? And the little microphone icon was operating so that I could do voiceover. You also have to remember to hit the big red button, the circle that indicates record. First time I did it, I talked to myself. The second time you can see it's working because now there's a blue square that indicates stop. So a lightweight, small, additional program that lets you control what portion of your screen you want captured for either a static screenshot or a video screen capture. This is the program formerly known as Jing. It is TechSmith's Capture. This will get added on to the end of the video.
The other one that I've used off and on and recommended for many years is Screencast-o-Matic. Again, I have a completely free account. I believe I logged in with my Google login, and this is the dashboard to screen Screencast-o-Matic. And you can see it's been a long time since I used it, or I hadn't ever used it with this Gmail address. But up here, there's the camera capturing a screenshot. A screenshot is a static picture of your screen. You might want that so that you can put that image into a blog post, that image into an email that you're sending. You might want that in a PowerPoint or in an ebook, a tutorial, a free gift that you've created for your customers. Over here is the movie picture icon, and that's to launch the recorder. Over here, we'll keep track of your videos, your images, and it's, again, really simple and easy to go. In fact, I'll take a screenshot right now, and you're going to see what's happening. It's loading, and what is it going to take a picture of? And we'll wait and we'll see. You see, the one downside, Screencast-o-Matic, is a cloud-based software. So if my internet access is a little glitchy today, or the software is a little bit glitchy, you can see that I'm waiting for it to run still. And it gives me the option to download a small version of the software that I can use. That's another reason that I love to use Zoom above some of the other tools, is because Zoom, the software is living on my computer, which makes it much easier to do a screen recording even if I am offline. If I am not connected to the internet, Zoom will still work. I can still capture my screen. I can still capture a tutorial, whereas the tools like Screencast-o-Matic or Loom are browser and cloud based. It's another reason why it's great to go over here and to know about Capture, formerly known as Jing, because you can download the software, and the little bit of software is living on your computer, so that we don't get into these little glitches here where the cloud isn't talking to my software. So let's go check out one of those other tools. So you see, it didn't take me very long. It took me seconds to download the Capture, aka Jing software for Windows. There's a Mac version as well. And the very first thing I did after running and installing it is it wants me to sign up for a free account. So I'm going to sign up so that I can have that, and we can check that out. Screencast. You heard me mention Screencast. Screencast is where you have a cloud-based account that organizes your screen capture screenshots, the static ones, or the screen capture videos from using the tools by TechSmith, the free tool Jing, which is now known as Capture, or their paid tools Snagit and Camtasia. And we've also got Capture is now running on my computer, and it's showing me, for example, that I can hit a big red button called Capture, or I can hit Shift plus F11. That's something to look at. Almost all of the screen capture, screen recording tools that are available out there have keyboard shortcuts that you can get them to open or take a picture while you're doing something else on the screen and you're showing what you want to show. So Jing, now known as TechSmith Capture, is a great free resource that you can use to download to, again, be able to use online as well as offline. Let's go look at the other cloud-based tool. It is used only in the Chrome browser, and that's called Loom. I'm over here. I've got a Chrome browser open, and I signed in. Again, my Gmail account is connected and gave me access to the free software up here called Loom. And I think I have actually signed in with more than one Gmail account, so I have more than one free Loom account. Looms are really good, again, because they're quick, they're short, it's saved in the cloud, it gives you a link very quickly to then share online. Their use cases often have to do with when you need to do a tutorial or a training for a coworker, for a client inside of a company, but we can use them in our businesses to also send videos to clients. I've sent Looms if I needed to show inside of someone's WordPress dashboard and how to install and turn on their security plugins, or if I wanted to go inside somebody's email software and show them how I set things up in ActiveCampaign or their account in Aweber, how to do the same thing. It was really quick to just create the Loom video because it made it very easy to share. I love Zoom. Zoom saves it on my computer or in the cloud But if it's only on your computer, which it is with the free accounts, you then have to upload that video to YouTube, to Vimeo, and have a way to share it. Loom is great to be because if I click this video that I did here, then I can be able to share it very quickly. So let's take a look and let's do that. I had to turn off of the annotation and spotlight feature within Zoom so I could click. So you see, I recorded this video. It was approximately 10 minutes. It was a capture and tutorial of me creating an infographic inside of Canva. And because I wanted to be able to share it very quickly, right after I did it, I used Loom because then it gave me this link that I can copy. I can also change the privacy, and I can say that only people with the link could see it because it was for people in my Facebook group, or I could make it public. I could add a password. There's some very basic trimming and editing features that are down here. If you pay for the upgraded version of Loom, then you get these things like call to actions and custom thumbnails. But you can see right here, it shows what page I was recording on. I can change my title. I can download this if I need to edit it into additional software. But most importantly, there's my link. I can pop that into a forum. I can pop that into a Facebook group. I can pop that into an email, and I can very quickly share the video tutorial or the tips or the demonstration that I did while sharing my screen. You can also see that this version lets you put a little picture of yourself on the screen, or you can turn that off. I think Loom is a great tool, and honestly, I would probably turn to Loom now, right after Zoom and before I went to Jing, Screencast-o-Matic, or the last tool, which is the built-in tool native to Windows 10. Let's take a really quick look at that next. So Windows 10 does have built-in tools where you can take really quick screen capture images. I do it all the time to drop into a PowerPoint or a presentation. It is the Snip and Sketch tool now. There it is. That's what the new name of the tool is. But they've also got this feature that's built into the Gamebar that lets you enable screen recording. And that's true for even if you're not using any kind of Windows or Xbox, Microsoft games, but you have to enable the settings first. And I'm in here in a story from PC Mag on how to do it, because honestly, this is the 5th tool that would be in my toolkit for if everything else failed and I needed to take a screen capture video. Well, it's sitting here inside of Windows, and it's going to probably work even if I'm not online. But I haven't enabled this tool yet. So let's go find the Gamebar on my computer and enable it. All right, I'm inside of the settings, and we'll just show you settings. Down here, there's the gaming, uses the Xbox logo, and we're seeing Xbox Gamebar to recognize your game. Ignore that part. This is about recording other apps and software that is on your Windows computer running Windows 10. It's not just about games. We're going to toggle that on, and we're going to make sure that everything is all set up to natively screen capture. You'll also see that it has keyboard shortcuts. I actually wrote these down earlier. The main things we're going to want to know is making sure that, we've got start and stop. So again, as I mentioned, all of the software has slightly different keyboard shortcuts for how to get started, but they all have a keyboard shortcuts. So the other thing to note for Windows 10 and using the Gamebar to enable natively built-in screen capturing of your videos is that some systems, you may get an error message. It may say, you don't have the graphics power to do this, and in which case, check out this PC Mag instructions, because this article gives you some workarounds for doing that. But I've also given you other tools. So you can go and do this in Jing. You can go and do this in Screencast-o-Matic. You can get the Chrome browser open and use Loom, or my personal favorite, just fire up Zoom and go do tutorials so you can show your knowledge with your clients right away. Hope that helps. That's a tip from Mighty Marketing Mojo.